everybody. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. Yes, that's right. It's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people, featuring, as always, the Gentleman Society of Podcasting. Myself, Harvey.
I am Chris. I need TP for my bunghole.
I do, actually.
Everybody does.
This
is true.
That's
yes,
true.
This is very true.
No, you have one of those.
Oh, you have the water toilet. Yeah.
Butt fountains.
That's true. That would actually
like
be my code name would be Butt Fountain.
Yeah, probably.
Probably it, yeah.
Well,
for different reasons.
Yeah,
for sure,
it's always been Butt Fountain.
That's true. My heterosexual light mate, Dave.
Yellow. Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Very nice.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Oingo boingo over there. I put his superpowers. Anyways. And the ever-loving, ever-crazed AJ.
Hey! Get the hell out of here! I'm trying to watch a porno.
Yeah.
Well, you can be in the room too.
No.
Just we're gonna have a group porno.
No, that is no. That it goes devil's three-way more than me watching a porno.
Oh, wow. No, here's the thing. Listen, if everybody faces the wall away from each other, I think it's okay.
No, but then you can't see the porno.
No, you just have a blanket, and again, it's okay. I'm just scratching right now. That's all.
No, Dave needs to leave. Dave needs to go into the other room.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to close the doors.
It's one of those funny things I still remember. And again, I was alone in my defense,
okay.
but just trying to watch the porno through the swiggly TV back in the day.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Good times.
And you're like, oh, shit, it's the Disney Channel.
And period.
What?
Okay, P. Diddy.
Hey.
Oh, there we go.
That's not what we're talking about today at all.
That's not what we're talking about.
No.
We're talking about the X people.
Yes, the X people.
Yes, we're going to be, it's 2024.
That's right.
Actually,
that's politically correct.
That's right.
Funny joke. They've tried to change it. Like, there's no way we could do it. They realized like it's going to be the X-Men. So we're going to talk
actually try
about
to
the
change?
X-Men. Yeah, over the years, because I mean, they were kind of in the '60s, right? And
Well, they've always had female in it too.
yeah, exactly, for sure. But I don't know, just with the times.
there's been female police officers, and they still called them policemen for like.
That's
God knows how
true.
long.
Up until like the '90s, I think.
like like the 2010s.
Police peoples.
No, I'm just kidding.
What are they called now? I just call them coppers.
Officers.
I don't know.
Officers. Yeah.
I call them "Don't shoot." That's what I call them. That's what
At least not in the name of love.
That's for sure. Yeah. But no, we're talking about the X-Men today. By far my most favorite comic book series ever.
I would say it's definitely my most favorite Marvel comic.
I would say that it, to me, well, it just in general, the reason why I like Marvel is because of X-Men. Yeah, and really,
nice.
I have to admit, the TV show for me is what kicked it off.
That show is the best.
Yeah.
That show is the best. Yeah, that's what I thought would be good and topical to talk about it, because I actually rewatched the old show in the middle of the new X-Men '97.
You're in the middle now? Did you get to episode 5?
No.
I can't say what happens. I can't be like, did you get to the episode where blah, blah, blah happens?
No, we can just talk about it in generalities.
I can't say that because...
Yeah.
Well, we can tell them that Wolverine is actually Xavier's father.
Oh, no.
It goes hard. I'm telling you, it goes hard.
All right. But yeah, it's they're quite topical. They're back in the media in a
Have they ever really left since the 90s?
Yeah, I mean,
yes and no, but they became, kind of a joke.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's no secret that Marvel put them on the back burners when they were making the Avengers their priority. So,
I
think the X-Men, maybe joke's not the best word, but they were not.
But they hadn't acquired Fox at that point.
That's right, exactly.
So they didn't even have. They didn't even have them on the back burner because they weren't allowed to have them
back burner. Well, they did though. What I'm saying is, like, they didn't make them a priority within terms of writing the comics because they still owned all of that stuff and such, right? And all the other things like there's when they released Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, there was no X-Men characters in it as a result because Fox owned those properties.
Terrible.
So, anyways, I don't. It was a weird time.
Terrible.
It was a weird time. But that being said, they've always been pretty relevant to a degree, I would say.
I have to admit, and again, it's probably also I think I've mentioned this before. I'm not a super comic nerd by any stretch,
right?
But because like Avengers, all this, I'm about to get in trouble. like I see Avengers in those styles of movies. I think X-Men.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I did not get in trouble. Oh, phew.
No. I can appreciate that.
No, because I'd say
Appreciate
they were definitely the like 2000s movies were definitely kind of like the jumping off point for the ensemble superhero.
The blueprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. And in my opinion, those first two X-Men movies, X-Men and X2, nailed it.
Solid.
Yeah,
they
solid
were
films. Yeah,
Oh,
X2 is one of the best comic book films like ever. It's fantastic.
Ever.
Yeah, it's just a great film. They did the X-Men Justice. They could have made it super campy, super whatever, and
No, they did really. Yeah.
I kind of wish
Yeah.
there were certain things that weren't changed, but
like costumes.
yes.
Yeah, well,
Namely, yes. Number
Yeah.
1, costumes.
yeah, there's a few traits, but I get it. I understand. It's like we don't want it to be so cheesy.
Yeah, but you could like still make them somewhat recognizable to that costume. But
right. Yeah. Especially when like Spider-Man came out shortly after.
Yeah,
And
like,
Spider-Man
okay,
was
so you-
almost like well then they were like,
some
well, we gotta
dude
make
running
one
around in
studios
his
organic.
pajamas.
Yeah, that's true.
Why they gotta make it? Oh, that pissed me off.
That was fucking dumb.
That kind of took me right out of it when they revealed that plot point in Spider. I was like, no,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
that's not how it goes.
Thankfully, I don't think they ever fucked with anyone's origins with the X-Men. Yeah, it's all been pretty
Maybe not in the first
True.
two.
No,
but once
no,
we
yeah.
got to like
classified.
Wolverine
and-
origins and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's true.
It was bad.
That was really bad.
We can talk about that though after.
But that
and like
X-Men Origins with Liv Schreiber did Sabretooth. It was the first appearance of Wade Wilson as Deadpool, but then he's not actually Deadpool. He's some sort of weird bastardization of a character.
He's like Baraka, but
Yeah,
different.
It's so
I have no
ridiculous.
memory of
With
watching
no
this
teeth.
one.
I'm so
That's
happy for
okay.
you. I'm very happy
Oh,
that
okay.
you
It
know.
didn't. It shouldn't have. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
That's not the Wolverine one where he was like actually like the old guy, really rough.
No,
around.
that's
No,
a fucking
that
great
was
movie.
Logan.
Okay, I would
That
say
was a
that's
good
the
one.
Logan. Yeah, like I really like that one. I thought
that was a really
a
good one.
Yeah,
This was like their first attempt to try to make like
something different.
try to spin off their franchises.
You swing at the ball, you're gonna miss her.
Yeah,
so often.
I think they just tried to do way too much at once in that movie, and it was
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I think it was just they deviate. I think they deviated from the source material way too much,
Sure.
and that's what kind of
Yeah.
threw a lot of people off. I think.
Yeah. Felt just a lot of shit was shoehorned.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I may not
Fucking
have
having-
seen it.
Forcing Gambit into it, like, you know what I mean? And like that little scene was cool, but
Well,
it
that
really
making
was all
Sabretooth
annoying.
and him like brothers.
Yeah, it's just
Um,
weird.
What else? The CGI was terrible.
So fucking wretched.
Terrible.
Wretched CGI.
I remember watching. I downloaded a version of that when it first came out, or even before it came out.
Yeah.
I found it.
On the sidewalk.
Yeah. And it was before it had the CG.
Oh right.
into
Yes,
it.
I remember that was making rounds, yeah.
I was like, well, that was pretty good.
yeah.
But then I saw it again. I was like, that's not as good as I remember.
That
it
was
being.
very good, yeah.
The excitement, the
So,
want.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was disappointing to say the least.
One thing with the X-Men franchise I think has been pretty awesome is their casting has always been pretty bang on.
Oh yeah, I've
For-
seen
for-
Picard in them in the days.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
His name is Sir Patrick Stewart, and he is the best thing to happen
No,
to
his-
American dads since
His name was Sir
Before.
Patrick Stewart. It is now
Sir Patrick
Sir Patrick
Picard.
Picard.
no,
Xavier.
SPP.
No.
SP.
no,
Yeah, the third Esquire.
it's Avery Bullock.
That's one.
Good job.
So, but yeah, no, that I thought getting James Marsden to play Cyclops in the beginning one was fucking fantastic. Everybody was just great in who they got, and no one knew who Hugh Jackman was, and everyone was like, "Who the fuck is this guy playing Wolverine?" Then he comes into his movies, you're like, "Wow,
He was the
Just
best. Yeah,
wow,
he was
Yeah,
right?
he did a really good
he's
job.
now the franchise." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It should have been Glenn Danzig.
yeah, yeah.
It should have been.
Could you imagine that alternate timeline where Glenn
Oh, I wanna
Danzig
see that.
became fucking? I
that'd be
know.
awesome.
It's all metal.
It's out
all
there.
metal out there.
It's out
You
there.
know?
That was going to happen in what was it, 94?
Yeah.
They were trying to cast the movie I remember seeing it in like a Wizards of the Coast magazine or whatever.
Yeah.
They had a big article about it. These are the people that they'd probably get to play the.
Oh, one of those.
If they cast the movie, and one of them was Glenn Danzig as Wolverine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Give me a reference. Glenn Danzig.
He was from the Misfits. He was lead singer of the Misfits, and then he ended up becoming
Doing a solo
thing, and Danzig.
I
Mother, will you tell me about the wood? I don't
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. No,
You can stop. No. You
keep going.
can stop. You can
Keep
stop.
going. I'm gonna drag you out to karaoke, and
shit.
I.
You gonna put that song on?
I'm gonna make you.
I'm
do
up
that
for
song.
karaoke. Let's do karaoke.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna make you do that song.
All right, sounds good.
But you got to murder.
That guy, you know that song,
Yeah.
So I've never known him to do any acting. I've only known him from those musical performances.
Okay, yeah. I had no reference.
And I think I remember seeing that too, and I'm like, wow, that's a wild choice. But I remember my boy Adam and I shouted to him before the X-Men movie. Adam! Before there was any X movies, we would try to cast them, and immediately we were like, "Oh, Schwarzenegger, we got to play Colossus."
Oh yeah,
right? For back.
Yeah, that would have worked. Yeah.
Or Dolph Lundgren.
Oh yeah, for sure. For when
Lundgren.
when he was relevant.
Stallone
Absolutely.
couldn't have done it.
That was not that on our mind, but
No.
guaranteed Picard was like Xavier, like
was
you know what I mean?
still
Like it wasn't even a question,
Wasn't
right?
like Kevin Spacey.
No, that's ridiculous. You're insane. Right? It wasn't John Malkovich.
No,
although that would have been a great
that would have worked too.
Xavier. Like,
Not Jim Carrey.
no Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
No. Wacky fucking Xavier. So this chair is flying all over the place. Pitching rogue's boobs. Okay, all right. That's a weird Jim Carrey. I won't tell you.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know. It's your fault. So back to the X-Men.
We were talking about them. So
I know.
So what was your first introduction to the X-Men?
It was X-Men #1.
Number one?
Yeah. It
Way
was
back
like,
in the day?
Yeah. It was like, I remember.
Way back in the 70s?
No. When I was like 6, I was donated a box of comics.
Okay.
And there's just a bunch of random
You
comics
stole
in
them.
there. Yeah, I stole them.
got
That's right. That's right.
6-year-old broke in.
Yeah.
Took 'em
And
probably.
I had like Spider-Ham was in there and a bunch of other weird
sweet.
ass, books and stuff. And yeah, X-Men #1. I don't know if it was actually, I mean, I assume it was X-Men #1. It might have been a reprint, but I'm not sure. And fell in love from there, and then started.
Where Beast had like giant feet.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And
And he wasn't a beast yet.
Iceman looked like snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Snow, like Informer.
That's
Snow.
Yeah, he was a rapper too.
Yeah, he was a white rapper from Toronto.
For sure. Yeah. Also named Drake, Bobby Drake. Yeah, that's right. That's
Oh,
his real
there we
name.
go.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait a second, Drake's not white.
What? Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
he's
Yeah. But yeah, so that was my first intro, and yeah, I've been hooked on ever since. When that, I remember also getting super excited for when they first had the first episode of the X-Men show. It was one episode.
Oh, the Pride of the X-Men.
Yeah.
or whatever
I remember
where
getting up.
Wolverine was Australian.
Yeah, I got up at like 5:30 in the morning, excited to watch
Really?
it. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
no
You can
idea.
check it out on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's out there now. Yeah.
How they give it a kick?
It's not great. No.
It's not great.
but it's worth watching. I would say check it out if you're an X-Men fan.
So
it's
there
like,
was just
okay.
one episode?
One episode. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a pilot episode that they
and it
used to
tanked
try
right away?
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then when they tried to do Generation X, I remember BJ and I getting super excited to see that. It was a made-for-TV movie. It's not good at all. But we got really excited for it, and we watched it, and we taped it, and watched it again and again and again. And it was not very good. But then when that X-Men 97 show came out, wow.
You mean 92?
Or 92, sorry. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
97.
92 to 97, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Because that's the one
yeah.
I grew up with. That's whenever
Yeah.
I
Oh
think
my
X-Men,
God.
that was
It
for me.
was
Yeah.
fan-fucking-tastic.
I loved it.
Right? It was the comics come to life. You know?
Yeah.
I used to collect the Marvel cards.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
for sure. Me too.
I started on Series 2. So that was kind of my introduction.
Oh, you didn't even read the books or anything like
No.
that? It's the cards,
I
nice.
just thought the cards were cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that would have been my introduction. Then I had the Sega Genesis game.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah.
The really fucking hard one?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I played that I don't know, a few months ago. It's still really hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's still really. And then you get to the part where you have to reset your fucking console.
Fuck that guy.
And like, there's no
Phalanx my ass.
There's no telling you like what you have to do or nothing in the manual. Nothing.
That was like the worst thing that ever happened. Because back in the days before the internet, kids, you play video games. If you didn't know things, you didn't know them.
If you didn't have a subscription to GamePro magazine,
whatever. Yeah, it was for me. It was a Game Informer when it was.
I was a GamePro,
and I think it was like years before I finally figured it out.
Oh, I
didn't
figure it out until like probably like within the past 5 years.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
it killed me. But then when I fucking did it, I couldn't believe it. And then I beat it. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
All right, that's it. That's enough.
It was like that game was fucking hard. Both of them were.
Yeah, so that was mine, and then the Cardi tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I used to get all the books.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah, I've never been a comic guy.
No,
I've tried.
You have to be able to know. You have to know how to read, David.
It's true. It's
no,
helpful.
I have to admit, for me,
words,
I don't
words
know.
are hard. It's
I don't
okay.
know what it. To me, it's actually the pictures with the words I find difficult. I don't know why. Like novels, I love novels.
You don't know which panel to go to next.
I don't know. I can't explain it. Like I would sit there and I would devour, novels like Dragonlance and shit like that. Be done them in a week. Yeah, I'd get a comic or whatever, the free comic day, go out with you, pick up whatever.
Yep.
I'd get like 2 pages in, and I'm done with this. And, never really finish it. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Didn't connect yet.
Yeah, it doesn't click for my brain some reason.
Yeah, for sure.
Dave doesn't like the funny books.
It's all good.
Even in like newspapers?
No, I did like comics. Yeah. And even I would get the magazines, which seem to be making a comeback. What do you call them?
Mad.
Yeah.
Sick.
They seem to be making a comeback. I see them more often now.
If there was a magazine, I'd collect again.
Yeah. I have to admit,
I
though.
used to have tons.
Oh, so did I.
Yeah, me too.
Tons. Yeah.
I saw one in like the No Frills of old place, I think it was, or something.
Oh, yeah?
Like old school back, right on as you're going in the lane.
Yeah.
I'm like, this, I think I'm going to get this. I looked at the price, $20. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get this.
$20 fucking
It must have been like
dollars
an
for a Mad
anniversary.
magazine.
Yeah.
It must have been like an
It was.
anniversary.
It was an
Weren't we paying like
anniversary.
$4 for those
Yeah.
things back?
I
then?
honestly
It
don't
was probably like an
remember, but-
anniversary
Okay.
edition kind of thing.
Totally off topic, but it just popped in my head. And I think I've mentioned this. I really want to get one of those fucking things from the grocery store where you get the book and you get the little sticker package and you put the proper spots.
Oh yeah,
I want one of those.
man.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when you used to be able to walk into grocery stores
Yeah.
and they had the whole
man.
rack of
Yeah.
comics and
Fucking right.
magazines.
Yep.
Yeah, those are great.
Corner stores had them and stuff. No,
Oh yeah, it's all gone now.
Oh yeah, they don't do that
can't
anymore.
go to
Though-
7-Eleven and get a comic book now.
If you haven't been to the Jumbo Video in a while, do go.
No,
I got to give
go.
credit. They got LPs there. They got models.
Oh, I gotta
they got
go then.
everything. They
I am
got
on such an
comics.
LP kick right now.
Yeah, no, I really got to give a head nod. I went in there just because I happened in the area, and I was fucking caught. Didn't get my free fucking popcorn, but
Why?
they don't have that anymore. They still sell popcorn.
But
Last time I was
COVID
there, they
is
did.
COVID.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't ask, to be honest, but yeah, but I got to give a head nod. Like they've really done a good job. They still keep the rental. All that's still there.
Shit,
But
right
even
on.
though the space is smaller, they've
Go
done a
rent
really
video
good job.
games.
yeah, dude, we got to go check that out.
Can you rent PS5 games? Gotta go rent some PS5 games.
Yeah. I think don't they do it by subscription?
I honestly didn't
I don't
ask.
know.
I
think
was
you
just
pay
there for
like a
nostalgia.
monthly fee of like $10 or $15
fuck
a month.
that.
No,
Well, then you can just rent whatever you want.
No.
I don't think so, because I saw at least in the older area they still had the old school. Get 3 for a week for this price,
Oh, okay.
4 for a
All right.
week for this, 5.
All right.
'Cause that's what I used to do back in the day.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I can't rent video games though.
Why?
I don't have a digital con or
Digital
Can't-
condom.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
I'd have to get PS4 games.
That's true. You'd have to. You can't rent digital codes. That's right. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
possible.
I honestly don't know if they rent games, but I will give them a good head nod. I recommend a stop by if you're in the neighborhood.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
will,
I do
for sure.
recommend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite impressed.
Yeah, I will make that a note. I'm glad we have that here. Just if you're not from our area, people, you got to check out Jumbo Video. It's like a time capsule.
Jumbumbo
Yeah.
video. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got like pop fucking figures in there now.
Who would have thunk back in the fucking days when we
Who'da
had like
thought?
who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk's a funner term.
A funner.
It's
And
way
you
more
majored,
funner.
you majored in English,
Funner.
right?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Just making sure.
All of the Englishes.
Was it the Queen's English or
No, it was the kegs.
That makes
It was the kegs.
I funk something.
Oh, fuck something
I
over
funk
here.
something.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
It threw me off course.
Don't you think? Aye.
We're talking about.
Comic.
Jumbo
No,
Video.
Jumbo
Oh,
Video.
We're supposed to be talking about X-Men.
I know. Well, sorry. Yeah,
We'll get back to that.
we'll get there. But out of all of the media stores we had tons, of blockbusters, jumbos, all Rogers, all of them for like years. Who could have put their bingo card or put their bet on Jumbo
Right.
being the one that lasted?
I think it's the only Jumbo left, though.
No, there's two. They
Right.
just reopened one,
What?
or they open up a new one in like
What?
another town. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought
Way.
the Jumbo Video we had, while still a Jumbo Video, is not a Jumbo Video. I
No.
thought they
I thought it
got
was
themselves out of the license somehow.
I'm sure, but I'm pretty confident. Like within the last 2 to 3 months, I read an article about them opening up a second Jumbo Video in another town.
Huh.
What was the source of this article, Chris?
Obviously,
The
myass.com. No, I can't quite cite the source.
I know. Just be
It was something local. I'm guessing LFP, LF Press or something. I don't know. Yeah, but
LF Press.
Ellis Press?
didn't come from the building. That's for sure. Ayo,
No, it's
ayo.
gone.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, X-Men. So,
Yeah.
You mean X people. But anyway, let's continue.
X-people.
I have a fucking stupidly vast encyclopedic knowledge of X-Men facts and figures, and I'm not flexing. I'm not saying it's anything
It's a
cool.
weird flex.
It's not. It's just something because I love them so much. I just like.
Why do you love them so much, Chris?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just.
What makes you love them this much?
I know I could share why I've always enjoyed the movies, especially the classical ones, even
Yeah.
some of the newer ones.
Uh-huh.
It's because I enjoyed that a lot of the times the X-Men were not perfect. Like that is one
very
thing I
flawed
did
characters.
like. Yeah, even the heroes had challenges. They
Yeah.
would often try and
But
want.
that's
but
all.
I don't know. I always felt it more from the X-Men. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, if we started to compare, and I think we've had this discussion.
Remember, Batman has flaws.
Yeah.
Spider-Man has flaws.
Batman has no
Superman
flaws.
has
Shut up.
Well, no. So
Don't talk
let's
like
be
that.
clear. Batman 1,
Sorry,
2.
Bruce Wayne has
Yeah.
flaws.
Batman 1 and 2 do not have flaws.
Right.
After that, there's
Yeah,
lots of
don't talk-
flaws.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're talking
Like,
about the actual movies
if it-
themselves or the characters?
if
Hold on.
it's-
Are we talking about the actual movies themselves or the characters?
I'm going by movies because I will
okay.
admit, when it comes to
we were
comics,
talking about the
I know
characters.
movies.
If it's Batman versus the X-Men.
Hey,
Batman
speaking
wins.
of which, did you hear they're?
Did you hear me? Batman wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always. Batman always wins.
I know.
Do you hear they're reprinting the DC Marvel?
I did
crossovers?
the omnibus. Yeah.
I want those.
Kind of considering buying it.
Yeah.
I'll
I
pass.
kind of want it. I was
I
so
want to.
good. I will. Actually, was it? We
Batman
don't
and
know.
Wolverine.
I know Dark Cloud the best. Anyways, I think Dave's right. They're
No,
always
let's be clear.
in.
Dave is right.
Yeah.
Continue on.
They're very flawed characters that leads to constant problems that they're dealing with. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's very
But rare.
rare.
what I was just saying about other characters.
Oh, fuck
We're
all
supposed to
characters are
disagree,
flawed.
AJ.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
right.
Exactly. Duh.
All
Jesus.
superheroes are flawed. That's the point.
I know, but there's something special about the X-Men. They're flawed together.
Except for the Canuck guy.
Hey, you
He
can't
wasn't
say
flawed.
you
No,
can't say
no.
that anymore.
Say what?
Together?
Special.
Why?
Professor X is handy capable.
Oh
Yeah.
my word!
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Well played.
Fair. They've always had the best storylines. They've had the best runs in the comics.
I'll agree with the
Um,
storyline thing for sure.
And you know,
but they always had so
they're-
many.
all their characters have, in my opinion, have layers of depth. Right? They didn't necessarily start out that way, but as it's evolved, everyone's like got very convoluted storylines that all connect.
Other origins.
Yeah,
Are really like their
sorry, we
backstories.
fucking boring. Are we
Yeah,
boring you?
you're fucking
okay.
boring
All
me. Shut
okay.
He wants
Um,
us to talk about Batman.
I know.
Yeah, now
I
we're
was
gonna
pissed
talk
off.
about
This is
Batman.
what I'm saying. Protesting. What does you
Fuck.
fucking stupid X-Men? You stupid mutant bitches.
But there was always there's Astonishing X-Men. And
Yeah.
Annie X-Men.
Yeah, new X-Men.
and I don't even remember new X-Men.
Grant Morrison's run. I fucking love
Then
it.
there was. I'm talking about when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't
Oh, well, Jim Lee's. You have Uncanny. You have
the X-Men Adventures, which was the ones that were based off of the TV show. That's
Oh,
the
right,
ones I
right,
was
right,
trying
right.
to talk about the other day
yeah.
with you. Those are the ones that are based off of the animated series.
Yeah. Do you remember the X Babies? That was a weird 90s thing.
What?
Yeah. Mojo thing.
Fucking Muppet Babies.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but the X-Men. That means it was
weird.
fucking weird, dude.
Was it at least like funny weird?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They were taking themselves seriously.
It was
Yeah,
so campy, stupid.
what's the other one they did the kids version of? Shit. It popped out of my head. Everybody hates it.
Teen Titans? No,
Yeah, it's it. Teen Titans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Teen Titans is
Yeah.
awesome.
Which, by the way, I enjoy. That gets me in trouble, I know, but
Why?
But that's
great.
not kid versions of them. That's just
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, Teen Titans is great.
yeah, I always heard on the internet that it was a bad thing. Everybody wanted it to die.
The cartoon?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, Teen Titans Go.
I love that show.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's
Yeah.
manic insanity. It's great.
Oh, that's
Oh,
what I
it's-
always loved about
yeah.
it.
It's a superhero show for stoners.
It's like,
Yeah.
It's kind of like SpongeBob with superheroes.
yeah, or I was going to think like Animaniacs was superheroes. But
Yeah.
yeah, but SpongeBob's an even better reference for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a super,
Yeah.
great
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
I
super-
don't know. I
Superheroes
was
for
just heard
stoners.
how much people hated it. They like because I even tried to watch the real version of it.
Yeah.
It didn't click for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I tried to. It's
The
Yeah.
Titans TV show
Yeah,
was
yeah.
terrible.
It wasn't that great.
Yeah,
They
it's
got a
just
few
terrible.
seasons though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I tried. Like it
So
had
cheesy.
the essence, but it never
I know.
for me.
Yeah.
It-
They got me with the opening scene, the Nightwing doing his thing. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I maybe like halfway through the episode, I'm like,
But then you
no.
can't use certain like license. Like they couldn't use Batman.
Right.
They had
Right.
to like put him in the shadows.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, they had the fake
Allude
Batman,
to
didn't
it.
they?
Yeah.
I thought they did. Yeah.
Yeah. So the X-Men, they're very soap opera-y. I think that's a big reason
they
why.
definitely-
I mean, I know all comics are, but like,
No, yeah, you're right. The X-Men is very even when they even translated it into the movies and in the cartoons too.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Like the animated series is very soap opera-y.
yeah.
Not very well put. Like that's the weird thing that it's like if you watch the show, it's not very well done.
No, you're right.
It's very like
Well, wait. It's well acted, well
it's like, but it's
formed,
like
things like that.
put
That's
together. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the way they put it together is like a hack job. It's got
Low
worse.
cost.
yeah, insanely low cost.
Yeah, and then it got even worse when they went lower cost.
Yeah, like the
And-
last 7 episodes or whatever.
No, it's like the last 2 seasons or
Oh, is it?
season and a half or something.
yeah,
When they switched animation houses,
yeah. It's rough.
and it's bad.
Yeah.
It's
It's
bad.
rough.
My memory.
But
was
it's so
great.
good because the storyline.
Yeah,
Because the
it's
stories
really-
are so fucking good.
Yeah, they do that thing where they had a couple of single episodes, one-offs, like
A
the
lot
Christmas
of them were
episodes.
part 1, part 2.
Yeah, part 3s, part
Oh yeah, that
4s,
stupid
right?
Christmas episode. I
Right.
hated that one.
And they did a really it's not a good episode. They did a really good job of taking those stories and weaving them into the other ones, right? Where they're and everybody's all linked together. It's fucking brilliant shit,
Yeah.
man. Brilliant
Yeah,
shit.
it's cool.
And they got superpowers. Some they can control, some they can't.
Are they superpowers?
Yeah,
They're mutations.
mutant powers, whatever.
Well,
I
no.
mean-
People who don't have the superpowers call them mutations to make them sound like it's
No,
wrong.
Yeah.
they call themselves mutants.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I would never call myself mutant with superpowers.
But that's how
I
they,
am the
but,
god.
But that's how they got. There's different ways that you get. Like Spider-Man's not a mutant.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's a
couldn't-
mutate.
No,
he's a mutate.
fair enough. Yes, he's a mutate.
He's not a
yes,
mutant.
yes.
There was a whole storyline.
Yes, you're
about
right.
it.
You're right. Okay.
Mr. Encyclopedic
I
fucking
can see the
X-Men
fucking point,
fucking
okay?
knowledge
He was a mutate. Okay, you're right.
because he got the power after.
That's right.
He wasn't
yes.
born with the gene to give him the power.
Say they with Beast. Beast is a mutant, but he's also a mutate because of the experiment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but he already had the
Right.
Like,
he was all acrobatic,
climbing,
and
acrobatic.
yeah, you turned
Grab
blue
stuff
or
with my
something,
feet.
right?
and then he turned blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember that, but I do.
He doesn't remember shit
Probably
about the
from the
X-Men, but he remembers that. I love it. Yeah. So yes, you're right. Spider-Man's a mutate.
but
Not a
can't remember where I was
mutant.
going with that.
Mm.
No.
Okay, good to know.
So yes, they call themselves
Now
mutants.
you know, audience.
It's not is that their word? Are we
What?
allowed to call them the M word?
Huh?
Mutants?
Yeah, are we allowed to call them that?
Don't call them muties, but yeah.
Okay.
mutants, you can call them mutants.
Okay.
I think you can. I mean, how else are you going to differentiate? What, are the
There's-
trans mutants? Trans people?
That would put
That
an
real
entirely
people?
new spin on X-Men.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, it would actually.
Oh man, that was wow.
Do you think there's actually a pornography parody called The X-Men?
Oh God, yes.
Oh, yeah.
There is?
Like
Yeah,
probably like part 17 by now. I guarantee it.
has
Cock hands,
dildos
cock
instead of
paws.
Actually, you know what? That would actually make a really horribly good porno.
It would be.
Fuck.
It'd be like the one they did was Edward Penis Hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Cyclops shoots sex lasers out of
Oh
his
my
eyes, like
gosh.
orgasmo laser, like
Yeah.
the orgasmo ray.
Shit.
Oh my god! If it's not, this needs to happen. It needs to be a
It
parody.
has happened. I'm
We're gonna Google this.
confident.
I
I'm
don't- I'm not-
confident.
go incognito, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. More Gab V porn too. while
Don't
you're
let
at
your
it.
wife see this shit. Sex, man. What the fuck are you watching, Dave? Jesus Christ, man.
Let's go see if they have it in a Jumbo Video. Let's see.
Ah.
If
I don't know if they have the adult section. In
I don't think
well,
so. I
yeah,
didn't see
no,
anything
I know.
such
you
as
know,
that.
the old style saloon doors.
No, yeah, no. That I don't recall seeing that there.
Do you have those anymore?
No.
I
I
doubt
don't
it.
think so.
No, I
It's
think
like
they have
anything
entire
nowadays.
shops dedicated to these
kinda-
things now.
Yeah, they
I
do.
hate to say it, but it's kind of weird. There's even porn, like I mean, for I guess toys and stuff, but for videos, it's
For
kind of
actual,
weird.
yeah.
Why? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, there are still people who can't afford the interwebs, and they have a DVDs player.
I guess so.
But
yeah.
they can afford porn.
You're
Not
not
for porn.
you're
Yeah,
not-
good call.
You're not.
Wait a
you're not allowed
minute,
to
that-
snark. You're not
that-
allowed to snark off at the library anymore.
That $18.99 they're spending on
Dude,
a DVD.
You can get those.
they
you
can be
get-
putting on the
you can
internet
get-
for the month.
You can get naughty. You can get naughty movies at corner stores, man. Like at the one just over there, you can get. He's got naughty movies.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't try to steal them. The fucking bell ring. The
I have to. It's just one of those things. Like
They get real
even
mad.
I cannot
Ding
perceive
dong.
why not. It's funny. I can picture buying a magazine for some reason.
No, they have. Yeah, they have naughty DVDs over at.
Yeah, I just cannot picture buying or renting a naughty DVD.
I bought one
Really?
long time
you
ago.
bought one.
I was
Yeah.
given one.
You bought. Why wasn't this the time?
I don't know. Well, you did. He's like called sex man, so you did.
I mean,
So I have to actually say, so you actually purchased one
Yeah.
at a store.
Yeah.
really.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm
Was this
surprised.
before the internet?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
So you were
yeah.
like,
I was like 19.
you would have had the internet by then.
Well, I
not
no,
the
no,
same
no,
like
no,
it
no,
is
no,
now.
No,
By
that was
then.
dial up and
There
shit.
was
yeah.
dude.
wasn't.
This was the time when it took like fucking
Yeah.
9
DSL
minutes
by then.
to print off a picture of topless
If you had
Tiffany
the
Amber
money
Thiessen.
for
You know what I mean? Like
DSL.
It wasn't even.
Yeah, if you had the
wasn't-
it wasn't
money.
even. It was bullshit. It was bullshit. They lied to us.
Yeah.
And it was at the It's Fun Center downtown.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, yeah. And
I have to admit, so I've never actually purchased.
And I
porn.
was fucking hella nervous.
Was that a pawn
I was
shop?
sweating. My palms were sweating. I was like, cool. Keep.
You're
close.
getting
No
all
big deal.
lubed up, eh?
Did you have vomit on your shirt, Mom Spaghetti?
Yeah, that. Anyways,
I was given a porno. I remember trying to watch it, and it was one of those. And again, it's one of those things I don't even know. I'd love to actually chat with him again. Went to college with him. We'd hung out forever, and out of nowhere, he just goes, "Hey, dude, I made this. You got to check it out."
It's the guy he.
it was his.
Ah,
He was in it.
no, he
It's
wasn't in
the
it.
guy he jerked
Oh,
off
sh-
under the blanket with.
Ah, that's your buddy.
No,
Your
we
buddy.
did that back in high school.
Wait a
This is
minute.
college.
So it was just it was a porno he had, and he just
He
gave
was
it to you.
sharing it, and
Ah.
I tried to give it back to him. He was like, "No, you keep it, David."
Ah,
I was
okay.
like, "Wow, you know what?" I even tried to watch it. It's just one of those like, "This is not my style."
It's not for me, buddy.
Oh
Yeah,
no! I
yeah.
will admit I saw some things I never thought I was going to see. But yeah,
And then Dave learned about fisting.
And now,
yes.
yes, I did.
And now
It's funny
he-
you get to that one.
and now he shits literal bricks.
He was definitely impacted.
Oh, ouch! Nice one.
Yeah, that's what you
so,
said.
yeah. So speaking of the X-Men, do you guys have favorite characters?
Okay, I was gonna say favorite character aside from Wolverine.
Wolverine's not my favorite character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Magneto.
Yeah.
Oh, his husband. Oh, his Wolverine.
He's bad.
No, he's not.
He's a bad man.
Bullshit.
No, he's a bad
Lies.
man. He's a bad man.
Misunderstood.
No, misunderstood. He's a bad man.
You wouldn't say that to him right now.
Yeah,
You
like
Yeah,
I
I
always
would.
liked Xavier. I will admit.
Yeah.
You're a
Xavier's
bad
great.
man.
Yeah, Xavier's a good one.
A bad man.
But when it comes to like true just characters, not Wolverine, eh?
It's not fair, is it?
Well, I don't know if I really have a favorite, really.
Yeah.
I have to admit. Like there's so many and they each have their little
Good point.
yeah.
Dave,
And they all interact. Yeah. Nice.
do you want to say Wolverine, Dave?
I will admit that would be my
Dave
go-to.
wants to say Wolverine.
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
Or Professor X. Like those are my two, I would say, first choices. But
Yeah.
other than those two, like I honestly, I don't think I have. Plus, I really don't know the characters well enough outside of the movies.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Gambit
Yeah, you could say that.
and Deadpool.
Sure. Yeah.
See, I love Deadpool the character, but
Mhm.
what he had to go through, I'll pass on. Thank you.
yeah.
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 I'd love to know Deadpool.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely Gambit.
Yeah.
Gambit's my favorite.
Gambit was
pretty great.
cool. Yeah. I have to
Pretty
agree.
awesome.
That was a good call.
That's why, because he was cool.
Yeah, he was that cool.
And he can
just-
make things go boom.
Yeah, that
Just like-
kinetic power is pretty fun.
yeah.
Anything. He can
Yeah,
make anything go
I
boom.
like that.
And throw it.
Yeah, he's a cool character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, watching the show, as
Which
much
show?
as
The new
the
one?
old show,
Okay.
I kind of, Wolverine's a bit of a bitch.
He is a bitch.
Oh, he's a bitch
bitch.
even in the movies.
He's a
Yeah,
whiny
kind of
little
bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he is.
Yeah, as cool
I
as
think
he is.
even he would admit this.
I'm going to destroy Scott's car.
Yeah, I know.
Tell him I turned it into a convertible.
It's always like fucking whining or something.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, grump.
He's a grump.
Yeah, I love him, but yeah,
I mean, I was always fascinated with Wolverine
it's amazing.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I do have the Death of Wolverine comic run series.
Clearly, that didn't last. That's a lie.
Right? That's always a lie.
Oh yeah, they never.
It's always
done.
like
No.
the death of Deadpool.
There's a couple of characters that stayed dead.
Who stayed dead?
Like no major characters though.
Well, yeah, there you go.
I think
Morph didn't even stay dead.
no, but I'm trying. In the X-Men,
Yeah,
is
who?
there any X-Men that stayed dead?
I could not answer this. No.
Mm,
Simpsons has actually killed characters off.
That's true.
They have.
Yeah,
They're not the
Simpsons.
X-Men.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've actually killed off quite a few. I saw an article on it just the other day and I was quite impressed.
They're,
Yeah.
I mean, the reasons why they did it is, I think, because the
Well, there's a
actors
various-
passed away.
Yeah, the voices or
Yeah.
just the style of character has kind of aged out of what's somewhat accepted, things of
Yeah.
that nature too. Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things, one of those few episodes or shows where characters have actually left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty crazy
Mhm.
for an animated show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
South Park, there's only one.
Ooh.
Actually, that's not true. There's
That's
more
not
than one.
true.
I know.
Chef died.
Chef died. That was the one I was going with, but then I realized.
Candy dies all the time.
Yeah.
He doesn't die.
Yeah, he dies. He dies, and then he comes back to life.
Exactly.
He actually dies, and then he's reborn.
They actually acknowledge the fact that he has that it's a superpower.
Yeah.
And he can't explain it. He's like, I fucking hate it. But here I am.
He actually dies.
Yeah.
I
And
still
then
love
his parents like, oh no, it happened again.
I know we've said it before. I still love that they actually stopped killing him just because they were so irritated. People looking forward to him dying.
Yeah.
But then they brought him back and did it again.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
they do it as a novelty
they killed
now.
Him, they killed him off for an entire season.
Mhm.
Yeah, but as a novelty, like that was the whole premise of the season, right? Was he wasn't there, and then they did the whole
Yeah.
chocolate milk, and
Yeah,
and he actually was there.
that's true.
They just had to climb up to heaven to get him.
You know why? It's because they only needed 350.
It's just 350.
They just needed 350 to get him out of
keep
there.
that locked
That's
in
not too
monster
bad.
away.
$3.50 or
It's just
$350.
Knock it 350 straight.
You never guess who it
You
was.
never was. It was damn
Lock
locked in
that
monster.
monster.
I was like, damn you lost that monster.
Get you out of here. Lock this monster.
Get you out of here. What you do over here? Go to my house.
No, he said to me.
Say, you my chicken pot pie?
Cowboy 350. Cowboy 350. I gave him $1. What'd you give
What you
$1
got,
for, woman?
Oh my god.
X-Men.
X-Men, yeah, X-Men.
I get zero reference.
I know. It's
That's
a
okay, though.
South Park.
So how do we feel about this X-Men Wolverine film that we'll be releasing?
the movie? Wolverine Deadpool?
No, the fucking...
You just said X-Men Wolverine.
Yeah,
that's
you
why,
did
that's
say
why I'm
X-
asking.
did I say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
you
what
said-
you said. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, the X-Men Wolverine movie.
Yeah. Okay.
The Deadpool one.
No, please continue putting your foot in your mouth.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, the reboot of X-Men Wolverine Origins. It's coming out.
I can't wait.
Did you hear
You
about
know
that?
they're gonna shit all over that movie.
Did you hear
in
about
this
that?
for sure?
Do you hear who Headpool might be?
Probably
The head from the end of that.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, there's a lot. I'm trying to. I've looked behind the curtains on a lot of their shit.
After you told me, I'm not going to do that.
I know. I'm
do
gonna
that."
stay away. Well, no, Beetlejuice. I haven't looked at anything.
It's because there hasn't been much of anything.
No, there's
Not much.
There's been stuff I've been avoiding it.
Use
There's
your
been stuff.
Discord.
When are these coming out?
I believe
July is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes,
Oh, okay, nice.
and then I believe
September
Beetlejuice is
is-
September. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
too
right,
far.
right for
Too
the
far.
Halloween season.
Well, it's just one of those, like, we keep talking about them. We're like, I kind of want to see this, but
I know,
it's a hard knock life.
I know, man.
There's nothing good right now.
It really isn't.
No, I keep wanting just to go to a movie, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
That's why you should come to Transformers with us.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
No.
Again, if it was the original 80s movie, I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Why is they not doing that? By the way.
Yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat.
I don't know. Maybe it's not the anniversary of it yet.
Yeah, good call. You know what? I think I'm going to watch that.
I
It's
guess
been a
it's
while
true.
since
It's
I've
the
seen
40th
it.
It's great.
anniversary of the
The
Transformers show.
That's true. But
Not
still, I
the,
don't know.
Hmm.
not the
What else?
Transformers themselves.
Means we got to wait 2 years.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go see it in 2 years.
I would pay a couple bucks to see that in a theater.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they're doing some
it's
things
all
that are
right.
really cool with this one we're going to.
Hmm.
But X-Men.
It's X-Men.
X-Men. Saxton Man.
I have nothing more for the
Ron
X-Men, I'm
Jeremy
afraid.
would be Professor Sex.
Yeah.
I thought,
Well, I mean, not now.
yeah,
What
but say, isn't he a
wouldn't
bad
it
guy now? He
I was
turned to
gonna
the
say,
dark
wouldn't it be
side.
Cognito?
No, he'd be just Master Zero.
Yeah, he's in some real trouble, right?
Oh, he's fucked up. He's fucked.
Yeah.
He's fucked.
What do you expect?
He's in
though?
jail
Yeah.
Yeah.
for being a bad man, for diddling people, and I guess he got like super fucking sick or some shit and lost his marbles.
Oh, that sucks.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's lame. Well, okay, back to X-Men.
So energetic. Wow.
What's your favorite storyline?
It would be this run from, well, there's two actually. There's two. One I'm in the middle of right now. But one is from the new X-Men run, Grant Morrison. It was like this 2-year fucking arc. And what they basically do is they kill off Magneto. And what
Good
how
riddance.
this all came to be is they were shifting
How'd they kill him off?
writing
Excuse me.
teams.
How'd he die?
Oh, I can't fucking
Come
It was
on.
a virus.
Opposite
A
polarity.
virus.
Yes.
So he died.
Hear
of
me
co-
out.
so
Hear
he
me
died-
out.
So he died of COVID.
Stop.
Ouch.
Just hear me out for a second.
No,
So
it will not. This is not the Sarcastic
No.
Distractions podcast.
if you want to hear my story, I got to tell you. So,
But if I don't want to hear it, you don't
then
have to tell
you got to keep talking. It's but
You just take your headphones off.
That's right. Take it off.
I'll
La,
turn
la,
it
la. But basically, the 2-year run where he dies, and they switched writing teams, and the new writers coming on, which is Morrison basically said, we understand that people are going to be upset that we killed off Magneto, and they said, and we know one day there's going to be a writing team that's going to take over for us, and they're going to probably revive him or whatever that is. But while we're writing the story, he's not. Just so you know, he's not going to be back. And like everyone's like, oh, shucks, that's sad. And they introduced this character named Zorn. And Zorn's, for all intents and purposes, his mutant power is he's got a star in his head. His head's, yeah, it's the whole thing. And
Well, you can't just gloss over things.
it's
Okay,
a
hold
lot.
on,
It's
hold
a
on.
lot. It's a lot. But they basically, the X-Men
I don't get it.
find
I don't understand now.
the X-Men
No, I
find.
don't get it now.
Let me finish.
Who's this guy?
I'll tell you.
He has a
Where do
star
you
in
get
his
the-
head.
and what does he do?
Shortly after Magneto dies, the X-Men go and find Zorn, who's like a war prisoner or something like that, POW or something like that. They find him and they rescue him, and he has to wear this like giant fucking thing on his iron thing on his head, because if he doesn't, his head will be a star, exploding star. It's a weird power thing. He's like the sweetest, zenest guy, and
So
everything's
can he
really
shoot
chill.
people with his head?
Pardon me?
Does he shoot people with his head?
He can.
what does he
Yeah,
do?
he's got,
I
like-
can do that.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he's from.
No, he doesn't give people head.
No, I can shoot people with the head. Oh, my head, not the head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Gotcha.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not the old purple yogurt swing.
This guy think he's a scanner.
right.
Or is
But anyway, so they find this guy named Rob.
Zorn.
Yeah.
And they end up bringing him back. He becomes an X-Man. He's a very nice, sweet guy. But there's a couple of things that can seem kind of off.
Is he the one in the things where I've seen and he's got the big fucking, it's like an X on the front of it. with the thing on his head.
Yeah.
And I thought it was fucking Xavier or some shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
The guy with the shooty eyes, Cyclops.
Yeah. So
Okay, so that's a guy. Okay.
2 years of story go by with this character involved. And he becomes very familiar with the X-Men and is just as much as the characters. And then all of a sudden,
He's Magneto.
from the inside out, the fucking X-Men start dropping like flies. And they and it was Magneto the whole time. It was one of just the beautiful.
I didn't even have to.
I know,
obviously,
knew. Because I fucking prefaced it with Magneto.
But no, you didn't. I already knew.
It was just a beautiful storyline. I very much loved it. Right now, I'm reading Powers of X and House of X, which is Grant Hickman's last run that he did on X-Men. It's basically just an awesome story where the X-Men finally get what they want, which is a place to call their own, and what transpires from that. And it's fucking awesome. So yeah, Xavier's walking again, working with Magneto.
No,
it's great.
No,
it's great.
No,
you got to read it.
Not in.
I have to admit, I always enjoy.
There's a reason why it's all happening. That's why it's. Yeah,
no, a little bit of a head nod.
The Savage Land.
More, and again, from the movie front, because that's my experience, I always enjoyed how the two of them knew each other, had worked together with one another.
They were lovers.
No, not lovers. Just
yeah,
that
they were.
I thought it was a really good style that they were able to say, like, these aren't just enemies. No. They were two people trying to do the same thing, but ended up doing it very different ways.
Right.
Like, they did a really good job on
massive respect, massive love for each other, but they.
I always gave it. That's one thing I loved with the movies. Again,
they did that wonderfully. Getting both of them. Oh my goodness,
It works because those two dudes are like best friends anyway.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Ian McClellan and
Patrick Stewart.
They're besties.
Are they besties?
Yeah, they hang out.
They're
outside
like super.
It's one of those things.
Friends.
I would pay a couple of bucks just to sit and have a pint with the two of them.
Oh fuck yeah!
I'd also pay to see them do like some sort of Shakespeare or something.
I believe they have. Have they
together.
Well, I don't know, not together, but I know. Yeah, what's his name has.
Both.
I know both
of
them. They're both Shakespearean actors.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
Seen them do something.
Because I think I already mentioned this. I tried to download Hamlet 2.
Yeah.
Ended up getting the Patrick Stewart Hamlet that he had done back in the 90s.
Oh, nice, nice.
It was funny. I actually
Hamlet
watched
made
it.
The show.
I actually watched it.
Was it okay?
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Again, it's one of those Shakespearean things, but it's like it was just nostalgic. Plus, seeing them all.
The Hamlets they did back in the day, were, like the Mel Gibson was pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
I want to see a decent Macbeth. I haven't seen one. I heard Ethan Hunt one. Was that one going in the 90s?
Yes, Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Ethan Hunt is Mission Impossible.
Well, that's Mission. No. It's Mission Macbeth. It's Mission Macbeth. It's Ethan Hunt.
Mission Xenu. What?
Rescuing the queen from the poison. That's what he's doing.
But she has to believe in Xenu.
She's got to believe in Xenu.
Gotta believe.
Yeah. This doesn't go down.
Do your grandparents have any money?
And he's got to convince her that Xenu exists before the time runs out.
It's true.
It's true. It's true story. It's true story.
I saw I think you're thinking of Hamlet.
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
You're thinking of Hamlet, and Bill Murray was in it. They tried to do the same thing that what's his name did with Romeo and Juliet and kind of modernize it with the same sort of dialogue.
Yeah.
Julia Stiles was Ophelia.
Right.
Yep. I watched that one too. It was pretty good.
It's good.
It was trippy.
They did that a lot in the 90s, trying to make like modernized remakes.
Well, because what's his name? Baz Luhrmann did
Romeo and Juliet.
And it worked.
Smashed hit.
Oh, yeah, it was great. I still can rewatch that one.
I love it. I think I saw it like a few years ago. Like, fucking great movie. I hated Leonardo DiCaprio so much, and I watched it like, he's so good.
But I was going to say the parts I like are the parts without him in it. I like the story around Romeo and Juliet. I like everybody else's story.
The family's warring.
Absolutely.
Mercutio's amazing.
Oh yeah, the cousin.
That shit.
The gas bar scene.
And then there's this Romeo and Juliet.
Stupid idiots. You go.
And I don't mean to say horrible things, but she was like really hot then, and then she wasn't anymore after that one.
Claire Danes.
Yeah. Sorry, Claire.
Yeah. No, agreed.
I'm not trying to.
It was like she was like a.
Oh, it was
burning ember.
Yeah. Because she was in that detective show.
Great actress.
Well, she came from a TV show, right? My So-Called Life.
Yeah, that's right.
She came from.
Yeah, I never watched that one.
Great show.
Never watched it.
Never watched.
Wait, was she on My So-Called Life?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some so-called show.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. I was getting that mixed up with something else. Yeah, she was.
I've heard this a lot tonight.
Freaky Geeks?
No, it wasn't. But you're right. It was that show.
I know.
Yeah. I know I'm right.
Yeah. Aren't you guys lucky? I'm being so nice and generous with the fucking compliments.
I'm a little worried and frightened.
You should be. You should be.
I gave you guys tons of compliments, so now I can be an asshole.
Expect your tires to be shoelaces to be tied together.
At the end of the episode, he's going to tell us he's dying or something.
What color do you dye in your hair?
Probably black and hair color.
Yeah. He said he was dying.
So the X-Men. Speaking of dye jobs, Rogue. What do we think of her?
I have nothing.
I don't really have anything to say.
I like her.
Yeah.
Which Rogue are we talking about? We talking about movie Rogue? I
prefer like comics / TV Rogue for sure. Yeah. She's fine.
Well, I like that story better. I like the whole Carol Danvers.
And Oh, that bit. Yeah.
Well, the fact that the reason she is as powerful as she is because she stole Captain Marvel's fucking powers.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So
and couldn't get rid of them. Yeah.
And the movie was just like, meh.
Yeah. And they even covered in the show really well.
Yeah.
Did a good job. Yeah.
Yeah. But the movie, she wasn't. There was none of that. Backstory. She just was.
Yeah, she wasn't even
evil. Wasn't even
like
super strong or anything like that either.
I fucking didn't even think of that. You're right. Those movies suck, by the way. But
I told you, they're fucking stupid
dumb movies.
The only fucking good part about the X-Men movies is Wolverine.
No, we're talking about the Miss Marvel movies.
I'm talking about Wolverine. I'm talking about X-Men. Talking about fucking X-Men, dude.
That's not what Miss Marvel.
We're not talking about fucking Miss.
What X-Men movie are you saying fucking sucked?
Are you high?
The original one?
Which one are you talking about?
They're not the greatest movies.
I like them.
They're not great.
I enjoy them.
No, I can't say that.
Why did he just take now to take shots at the movie? We were literally talking about them fucking 20 minutes ago, and now he's fucking shutting off. Like, what the fuck?
We did that, or I
around.
did. Yeah,
He's full circling it?
I'm playing Dave today.
Are you okay? All right.
Wait a minute. Are you saying I'm disagreeable?
No. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, in the movies, there was no backstory for her. And she was supposed to be like a main character in the first one. And she just like kissed a boy and put him in a coma.
Right.
Oh yeah. Okay. She's the one that can't touch people with her hands and stuff. Gotcha. Yeah.
But the reason she's so like super strong and powerful and like she can fly and shit like that in the comics and cartoon show is because she sapped Miss Marvel's.
Mm-hmm. But what I was saying in relation to that,
presumed?
Yeah. Well,
her power is
she was evil and she was
Who, Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel was evil. Yeah.
She wasn't evil.
No, Rogue was evil. That's right.
And she wasn't evil.
Yes, she was.
When she was evil. Yeah, because her and fucking
Magneto getting it on. That's right. Yeah.
They're doing the eater.
But Rogue's so young.
Yep, it's a thing.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But in the comic book, she wasn't that young. She wasn't a child in the comic books.
Okay.
No. I don't think. Yeah. Okay, so like you don't like the movies. We like the movies.
I'm not a huge fan of the movies.
I enjoyed them.
I like. Yeah,
I will admit, I
didn't
pretty
like
much
X3, but
for pretty much all of the comic movies, I will admit it's kind of a watch once and that's great and that's it. I'm done.
Like I can deal with the first two, but after that,
what about X-Men: Days of Future Past?
Nah.
Oh, I love that movie.
Well, because they ruined the actual Days of Future Past storyline.
It was a nice movie.
Yeah. It was a nice movie.
It was a nice movie. It was nice.
I
what about Logan?
Oh, well, that's not. Is that an X-Men movie though?
It is.
No, it's a Wolverine movie.
It's a Wolverine.
With Xavier.
It's a Wolverine movie.
With Caliban. Yeah, it's
it's not an X-Men.
But again, as much as I enjoyed it, I only ever watched it once.
Oh,
but yes, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That I enjoyed.
I
like that one.
X-Men
my favorite
was the best one.
My favorite was.
Just kidding.
X-Men Origins Wolverine though.
Yeah, I know that was your
That's
favorite.
the best one.
Yeah. What about X-Men Dark Phoenix?
Dark Phoenix?
Yeah, that was a great one.
They weren't even going to put the X-Men title on that. Apparently,
they shouldn't have.
No,
they should have just called it. They should have just called it Shitbird.
Shitburger.
Wow,
it was a shit movie.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
It was bad. Oh, not good.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It was one of those we tried to fix the storyline, but they ended up breaking it more.
Yeah,
kind of things. Yeah,
nice.
Such a tumultuous sort of overall with all the movies, though. It's like these writers and director tried to do this, and then they fucked up the timeline and fucked up. There's like plot holes, and
yeah,
it's just, it happened.
It's
one thing I always give the Star Trek reboots is that they basically set that first one when they did the whole rebooty versions of how they can now be different than all the movies.
And that made sense.
Yeah. I give them a head nod. Like, they did a really good job. It's kind of that slow clap. I'm not saying all of them were great by any stretch, but they really did a good, hey.
Like a
That
reset.
first rebooty was good.
The first one. Yeah, and much like the other ones, I enjoyed them all. I never hated any of them, but the first was the best.
I very much wish that they would have done the whole Wrath of Khan thing better.
Yeah.
Well, just don't lie to their audience.
They could have just done it.
Yeah.
They could have just
exactly.
we would have been okay with it.
Right.
They could have just done it.
Instead of trying to bait and switch us.
Yeah, right?
Stupid. But yeah.
Stupid Benedict Cumberbatch.
He's great. And he was great in that too.
Yeah.
He was great in that.
He's
But I haven't seen him in
fucking
anything
awesome.
recently, though.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Then Doctor Strange.
It never clicked, Doctor Strange.
What has he done recently?
Yeah.
Didn't he did that Sherlock or Holmes?
Oh, that's
Great
kind of
TV
oldish
show.
now.
That's old now. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like
oldish.
a decade plus now.
Yeah, it's 10-ish
But
years.
fucking great.
Oh, it's great. I
show.
watched them all.
Holy
Yeah, I
shit,
watched them all.
I was hooked on that.
Yeah,
it
had
was
him
good?
and the other funny guy
Watch
with it.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
He would have been
Fucking what's his face? Martin guy from
yeah, that one too.
the actor.
he
from
would have been a good Magneto.
Lord of the Rings and what?
He would have been a good Magneto, a young Magneto.
Who?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, of course he would have. Yeah. But so
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender's great.
He is good.
He's fantastic.
He is good.
Yeah.
I won't say he's bad.
There's certain things I have issues with the movies, but it's mainly because I'm such a fan of the comics and the source material that
I don't know if
I wish
I
they
like
would have
snarky Xavier.
Yeah, that's not no, they kind of touch on that. He was
In
a
the
little
comics?
snarky, yeah, when he
Yeah?
was younger. But also too, what more for me is like Magneto. It's kind of always had white hair, and then they gave him white hair when he's old, when he's younger, and all silly things like that.
And they don't touch on the fact that the running guy is his son.
Yeah, that's they touch on it, but they don't go any further than that.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
They just touch.
Yeah, this
In what
like,
though?
In Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says basically something to the effect of like, "Hey, my
He's
mom
my
knew a
son?
guy like that," or something like.
Oh
something like that.
right,
Yeah.
right. They got okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's my son exactly. Yeah.
But and then they don't have Wanda.
No, she wasn't in that movie.
No,
she's in.
she is not X-Men canon in this universe.
Not yet. I'm
Not
sure
yet.
that's coming.
Wasn't there some movie or show with Wanda and she's living in the house?
WandaVision.
That was a good one.
Fantastic show.
That was a good
Great
one.
show.
Yeah,
Wonderful
just popped
show.
mine. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah,
They
it's,
did a great
looking at
job.
Marvel now, I realized we were fucking spoiled for about 12 years there. We got really great Marvel movies and shows, and
now the poo-poo. Now we get the poo-poo.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the way life rolls. It's like
Oh,
the
yeah,
Batman
for sure.
movies. I love
Absolutely.
the first two, and after
Absolutely.
that, yeah.
I'm just saying because
Whatever.
we got such
Bat
a
nipples
long,
is the best.
just
Bat
because we got a
nipples.
long stretch of Marvel movies, I feel like we got a bit lucky.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
It's great shit. And that's the only shitty part is if they bring the X-Men into Marvel now. Marvel's not so great. You know what I mean?
But I think I think part of what Deadpool and Wolverine is doing is setting the bar
I hope.
for what they need to do.
I hope that's what it is,
Right.
and it's not riding into the sunset as this is the last Deadpool movie. And
Well, no, it's not because they're not considering it a sequel.
all right, we'll see.
They're not. Ryan Reynolds has said so
I know.
that he's not considering it to be Deadpool 3.
Okay.
It's its own.
All right.
Nanimal.
I've also heard that.
Don't okay me. That's the information that is coming from the horse's dick.
Okay.
Why are you sucking on the horse's dick?
Well, don't. Shh. That's a different.
Okay, all right.
That's a
You
different
can't really
podcast.
suck on a horse's penis, I must say.
It's not.
See, he knows.
He's like, trust me, I've tried.
No.
It's not like a cow's udder.
I did not try. I simply saw it and realized that with its girth and size,
This
it would
was
be
the
a
porno
challenge.
that guy gave him.
That's how he knows.
That's how he knows. Yeah.
He was thinking about it, but then he saw the part. He's like, oh, I can't clearly. do
These
it.
are
Clearly,
the
clearly.
things he can't unsee. That he
No, I have to admit, the things you can't unsee.
Don't want to know.
No, fuck.
Don't
I
wanna-
got,
nope.
yeah.
La 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 la.
Reddit. Fuck
I know,
Reddit.
dude. I know.
Shit, I made the mistake of clicking play on a video that I really should not have.
That's why I stay away from Reddit, man.
Oh, fuck. Hey, I got hit on
Reddit's
one.
like
Virgin ears.
Reddit's like the underworld of the internet.
No,
Goes
yeah.
like
Wow.
goes
that's
like
the dark web, man.
goes like 4chan. Reddit.
Literally, the dark
Wow.
web is the
Yeah, I know.
is the under whatever you
Yeah,
said.
no.
on the
I didn't
internet.
say the dark web though. I said the internet.
Reddit is definitely not below 4chan.
No,
Yes.
it's definitely not.
No
Yes.
way.
Not even close. Not even.
This just happened to be a moment where I should have realized what, based on what was described, I should not have clicked play.
Reddit,
Yeah.
4chan, Discord.
But I now
Oh
know
my
how they
God.
gather the semen from horses.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. She must be real pretty.
It's actually kind of jippy because the horse thinks it's getting a good fuck, and no, they just go and
X-Men.
So, Hang Horse is the next man.
I'm gonna leave.
What?
So, X-Men 97. Yeah, I'm a few episodes in, and it's
Catch up.
relatively enjoyable.
What network is that one?
You got to
on?
get
Disney
used to it.
Plus.
Wait, sorry, which one?
Disney Plus.
Okay.
It took me the first episode to get used to it.
I'm up 4 episodes in. It's okay.
You're not used to it yet?
It's not that I'm not used to it.
what's
It's
your
just
gripe?
what they've done. There's certain stylistic choices that are just a little bit off-putting for me, but I am sticking around for the story and
Like what?
the characters and things like that. Well, certain things, the way there's certain phrasings and pauses that they're making that are excuse me, very anime-esque, which it's just, and now because like I just watched the show, it's just very jarring from the way it was, and things like that. It's like, oh, that's interesting, and
I think
some of the voice are throwing me off a bit.
Wolverine, the guy who's doing Wolverine's voice, I think he's just a little too old to do it.
He's a little, but he's doing
It's
okay.
the same guy.
The one that's really catching me off is Rogues.
That's weird too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I know they're the original voice actors. That's cool, and I'm glad they're doing it. I'm not
Is it?
hating on it
Is
yet.
it the
I
original?
believe it is.
It's
yeah.
not for Jubilee.
No, it's just fucking
No, the
old now.
no,
Okay.
the girl who did Jubilee was Allison Court,
Okay.
and she used to be on Mr. Dress Up, and she was the big comfy couch girl.
Oh yeah, I remember her.
She did Jubilee, but she turned it down when they asked her to do it because she thought a Chinese American would be a better fit because Jubilee is a Chinese American.
Okay,
So she refused the role.
that's weird, but all right, good for her.
Well, I don't think it's weird. I think she just didn't want to be put.
She
in
OG
that whole-
did the role.
Yeah, she did the role OG before people were like, "Oh, you can't do that. You have to have that person."
Is the guy doing Gambit a Southern Cajun? Is the girl doing Rogue?
That's not the problem.
what's the
they're-
point of acting?
But that's not the problem they're having.
What's the problem they're having? What's the point of acting?
How do you not know somebody who's got his fucking thumb up the ass of fucking
I'm saying, like, I don't
Hollywood's
know.
fucking
She was the
balls,
OG
man.
actor, right?
Yeah,
Why wouldn't she do it?
because she's not Chinese.
Because she didn't want to.
But she's an actor.
That's not how the game's played anymore.
But it should
It's
be.
just like Dave brought up The Simpsons and killing characters off. They completely recast a bunch of people because it was white people playing like Dr. Hibbard and Apu and Lenny. They recast them
I
all
miss Apu.
as the actual races. Like the actors are the races of the characters. They did that with Family Guy too.
Right.
That's a thing. It's like you. It's
It's
whitewashing.
Called, it's called DEI.
What
It's called DEI.
CEI? What?
Diversity,
Inclusion.
inclusion.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
It's bullshit. And it's destroying fucking media. It is.
That's a hot take.
It's not a hot take.
That
Seinfeld.
is a hot take.
Yeah, it is. Let's
What is
X-Men.
Seinfeld. You bring
Let's
Seinfeld
talk
up.
about X-Men.
The show
I know,
ends
I
with
know.
them being the most horrible people in New York, and you're gonna cite Seinfeld as a valid
I'm
fucking
not gonna
example
do
of
it. X-Men.
anything.
I'm just saying. It's just that's okay. That's a choice. That's a choice she made. Good for her. Awesome. Right on. The girl who's doing Jubilee, she's doing a great job in the X-Men 97. She is definitely not the problem.
No,
That's for sure.
well, I mean, she was always the problem for me, though. I never got or cared for her story, or
She was like, it's kind of her story, really. If you think about it.
yeah, but then they didn't do much.
Oh,
with
I
her.
agreed. I'm not
They
saying
did-
you're
they
wrong.
did,
Like,
nothing with her.
yeah, you're right. She was just there.
She had sparkle fingers.
Yeah, like I'm an X-Man.
Sparkle fingers. She doesn't even do anything.
I know.
She's useless.
Yeah, she gets herself out of jams.
She gets herself
She
into
does.
jams.
It gets
She's the
herself in
reasons
jams,
why
it gets
they go
herself-
and do
yeah,
stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Helps
Yeah.
the story move along.
Yeah. So, it's okay.
Jubilee.
We'll see.
You're heated about this, aren't you?
No.
He's very heated about it. I bring it up and it's
just
He's
whatever.
fine.
It's
He's fine. I'm
Yeah,
fine. It's all good. I'm fine.
I mean, I'm really on the fence with the show. It's okay. It's not like grabbing me. Like I was watching the show, the old show. I've seen that show fucking hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Hundreds of times. Like I'm not even exaggerating. And watching the show again, I was getting excited watching it. And when I was coming up to the end, up to X-Men 97, I could feel that anxiety that I get where I don't want it to end because I love it so much.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then I pushed through because I'm like, I'll try this X-Men 97 out. And it's just not.
Yeah.
not the
Have you watched
same.
Silo yet?
No, not yet.
Hey, watch that one.
I'll watch that when you watch Mandalorian.
What is this, a one-up game?
I'm just telling
Yeah,
you.
it is.
I highly recommend. Or that one.
That was
and,
the point of it, Chris.
Fuck, what's the video game one? I watched it too. It was great.
Fallout. It's great, eh?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I have to give a huge hype.
unreal.
Like the only thing.
I'm excited for the next season.
Yeah. Just the love story. That one irritated me. But other than that,
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah. Yellowstone's a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little just kind of,
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic show.
yeah, really good.
I'm watching it again right now.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I don't ever rewatch it, but yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
It's one of those things too. I also really enjoyed that basically the entire series, she's basically wearing the same. I know not in real life, but the costume is the same throughout. It just gets dirtier,
Right.
dirtier.
No, in real life too.
Well, yeah, but that's very like they try to represent that. Like that's very
Yeah.
true to the game, right?
Yeah.
Like you're
I
wearing
gave
the
a
same
head nod.
thing and you're kind of
Yeah.
putting armor on. It's like, yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It's kind of why I'm rewatching it is because I think there's a ton of references and things that I obviously missed. Just kind of want to go back and check them
Give
out.
it a
and
check.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
It was good. I enjoyed.
And it's just a fun fucking show.
Yeah.
It's a cool concept.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I tried to replay one of the games. I couldn't do it. Yeah, sucks.
I'm playing 4. We have an playing 76.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to
I'm
play
playing 4
Yeah.
again too.
I got motion sickness from that fucking thing so quickly. God.
Is 76 multiplayer or
Yep.
multi-platform crossplay? Should find out.
Not sure.
Mhm.
Should I play 76?
They don't have New
76.
Vegas on PlayStation.
Pardon?
They don't have New Vegas on PlayStation.
Yeah, they do.
I looked.
Well, then how do I have it?
I went to the thing. I typed in Fallout in the search,
I will look
and
it
it
up
came
after
up
this.
Fallout Shelter,
All right.
Fallout 76,
Yeah.
Fallout 4,
Yeah.
a bunch of packs,
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff I had to spend money on. That's it.
No Fallout X-Men?
The Fallout X-Men. Yeah, they had Fallout X-Men.
Yeah. I was like, you got the right
Yeah,
back.
they had Fallout X-Men. They had Diablo X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that game? What fucking game was that called? Oh, that was
Diablo?
a great fucking. No, it was an X-Men game.
It was Quake, and it was an add-on.
No, it wasn't fucking Quake. Shut up.
All right.
It was an X-Men game,
X-Men
or it was a
Legends?
Marvel. It was a Marvel game. Maybe it was X-Men Legends. Was it Marvel
Top-down?
Legends? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like Diablo,
Yeah.
but it was X-Men.
I wouldn't say Diablo, but yeah, I get you. Yeah. Same idea.
That was
4.
fun.
Yeah. It was X-Men Legends.
No, it
X-Men Legends
was
2.
Marvel Superheroes
and then it
United or
was
some shit.
Marvel superhero, or no, it was whatever Avengers
I have
Alliance.
no
Avengers
knowledge.
Alliance.
You know the ones I'm talking
I know
about.
exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about, yeah.
Those were good
Mhm.
games.
They're great games.
They were fun.
Lots of awesome X-Men games out there.
Maybe that was one of the first X-Men games. It was
I don't remember any good X-Men games.
one of the first.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
it was the Nintendo one. Was the first X-Men game I played. It was like a top-down, and that was the first X-Men game.
The arcade one, side-scrolling.
Okay, that's a good call. I forgot about that one. Fine, you're right. That was a good one.
I'm obsessed with the X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel versus Capcom, like all that shit.
That was a good. That was
They're
a good
fucking
series.
amazing.
Those
They
fun
were
games.
fun, but they were the type of games I would go over to your place to play,
I know,
and then
I know.
I'd be done.
I
Yeah.
would just spend hours and
That
hours
was the
and hours
reason to
playing.
get a Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Dream
Or Dreamcast.
Both.
Yeah.
Had, various games on it. Yeah. I love those representations. They were
No, the Sega Saturn
Those
was
were
always
cool
the football
representations
games.
of all the
You could
characters.
pick your lines and everything on the
Yeah.
controller.
trying to
Yeah, fuck, I remember doing
I
that
did.
a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm zeroing in on one right now on the
Yeah.
Dreamcast.
That place that I sent you there the other day, the Otterville Collectibles or
Yeah.
whatever, they have shit like that. They have like Dreamcasts and Saturns and.
Okay, well I'm off
Retro
on
Saturns.
Friday, Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Anyways. Any more X-Men talk?
I
Do you have a
think-
favorite X-Men
I
storyline?
think I'm exhausted.
I know you love Dark Phoenix.
I didn't mind the Omega Red stuff
Yeah,
back in the 90s.
yeah,
That was kind of cool and freaky.
that's pretty fun.
Yeah, he was fucking psychotic.
Yeah,
That was cool. Nothing stands out in particular. I wasn't really that far into the comics like that. Like I'd pick up one or two here and there. What I did with the comics when I was a kid, I looked at the cover. If the cover looked cool, so I didn't actually go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. So
no, I had a bag.
I had more Wolverine comics, I think.
Yeah,
than I did X-Men.
Yeah,
yeah,
good stuff. Yeah, well, if we're all X-Men out, we can end this.
I'm exhausted.
All right, to me, my sarcastic distraction men. And what about you out there? What do you think of the X-Men? Do you like them? I hope you do, because you just listened to a fucking hour of us talking about them. What ones do you like? We want to hear from you, so keep the conversation going. Join us in our Discord server, wherever you find us, in the comment section, wherever you're listening to us, all that good stuff. If you like what we're doing, please do us a favor. Throw us some ducats at the Buy Me a Coffee link in our description. Help us fit some bubblies and
maybe some doubloons.
Some doubloons if you got them. Yeah. Help us out. I feel like we're hearing, right? And for anybody out there that's not feeling well in the mental department, mutant or human, we want you to know you matter, not just to us, but to those around you. And it's important to talk about stuff going inside your head, even if it's a star exploding. So if you can't talk to anybody that's around you, we're going to have some links so you can seek out the help that you might need. But until next time, I've been Cyclops. Just kidding, Harvey.
I'm the Dave.
I'm just thinking about how in that Sex Man Born parody that Professor Sex's head would be shaped like a penis.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be a bald penis.
Well, there was a whole movie where they made penis heads.
Cone heads.
Yeah.
No, that's tit heads. That's different.
Well, those would be really perky tits. Holy
super perky Madonna size. And that's been AJ. You guys got yourselves sarcastically distracted. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Peace.
Take care, all.
Schnick, schnick.